Welcome to the Home Downsizing Show. My name is Ben Souchek, your host and the owner and founder of Home Downsizing Solutions. With the Home Downsizing Show, I want to provide you the information and resources to make the downsizing of your house stress and hassle-free. So sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the first episode of the Home Downsizing Show. Again, my name is Ben Souchek, and just wanted to introduce the show and say welcome to those listening. I started the Sierra Group, a home buying company, almost 25 years ago. Well, back in 2008, when the market corrected and the entire economy corrected, after that, in 2009, and for a few years after that, I started getting more and more calls from individuals, homeowners, that wanted to sell their house and downsize, and saw a kind of a repeating theme of the homeowners that were calling me wanting to sell their house. And that's when I started Home Downsizing Solutions and HomedownsizingSolutions.com. I wanted to serve the downsizing individuals and homeowners better than just treating them like what would be considered a typical motivated home seller. That seems to be the way that all other home buying companies treat home sellers. And so I started Home Downsizing Solutions and started to provide my services that would benefit them in whatever way that I could. And so we started to provide kind of concierge services, like making connections for the home seller with moving companies, with packing companies, and now work with what are called senior placement services. So kind of like real estate agents for finding senior care and living communities for people that want to sell their house and move to an easier lifestyle, to have other people take care of the maintenance and have other people take care of the lawn and snow removal, things like that where it's applicable. And the other big thing that we started doing years ago is to make the transition to a new home or apartment community as easy as possible by removing what typically was kind of a catch-22 of a person either wanting to move and wanting to sell their house, but maybe the new home or apartment wasn't quite ready yet and wasn't exactly sure when it would be ready, or being able to move immediately, but then having the fear of leaving a vacant house, not knowing when that house is going to sell. And so we came up with a way to a program that we would buy a person's house, but allow them to stay in the house typically, sometimes 30, 60, up to 90 days or more even, so that it removed that problem or that challenge with selling a house and downsizing. So Home Downsizing Solutions continues to do things to attempt to make the sale of a house and downsize into a new home as stress and hassle-free as we possibly can. And so with the Home Downsizing Show, I wanted to also interview others that are in the downsizing community, whether it be movers, senior placement agents, or other information and resources that would be beneficial to individuals that are considering selling their house and downsizing. And even provide information and resources to individuals that decide that it may not be in their best interest to sell their house that they've been in for a long time. maybe a person has decided they'd rather remain in their home and as long as possible and have the resources to do that, to stay in their home. I've heard a statistic that up to 90% of homeowners want to stay in their house as long as possible. They don't want to move to a senior community or a senior living community and downsize. They'd rather just stay where they've been at for years and remain in the same home that they're comfortable with, which I can't blame them a bit for that. I think I'd want to stay in my home that I'm comfortable with as long as possible too. And so we'll cover information to assist with that as well. So anything that we can do to provide information and services to help individuals that may or may not be considering downsizing is what I want to accomplish with the Home Downsizing Show. Changing topics a little bit, it seems like a lot of people, a lot of home buying companies and people affiliated with those companies want to provide information to others about how to buy houses and about how to run companies to buy houses. They want to be the gurus to provide information to, again, those either companies that want to get better at buying houses or people that want to jump into this business. As I'm recording this in late 2021, we've had a very good real estate market in general for years at this point, over 10 years, which is kind of an extended economic cycle at this point. But because of that, a lot of people have jumped into this business, and some of them, in my opinion, not in a very good way. I don't think they're treating home sellers as good as what they should. But I've really never wanted to be a person that wanted to be a guru to teach others to buy houses, especially in unscrupulous ways, of which there are some out there. Especially now, one of the purposes for the Home Downsizing Show is to provide better services to you, the homeowner that is considering selling and downsizing, or that has decided to stay in their house as long as possible and are looking for services and information to be able to do that. I want to provide better service to you, the homeowner. So again, that's one of the purposes for the Home Downsizing Show. And so if you have ideas or topics that you'd like me to cover on the Home Downsizing Show and ways that my company Home Downsizing Solutions can provide to you, please let us know. That's my goal, is to provide better services to you, the homeowner. And also one of the ways that I've created to do that is in the creation of the Home Downsizing Blueprint, or homedownsizingblueprint.com. With this, I've created an information vault of everything home downsizing. So this is a brand new information vault, members area, to provide this information to you, the homeowner. And I look to add a great deal of information to this, and we'll give you the website to go to if you'd like to check it out. Again, that's just homedownsizingblueprint.com, and you'll have the opportunity to join that members area and that information vault. And if you'd like to see information on certain topics, whether it be downsizing your house, information on how to stay in your home as long as possible, and connections to service providers for downsizing or staying in your home. I want to provide that to you in that area. So again, if there's ways that I can improve the Home Downsizing Vault and Home Downsizing Blueprint, or of course, Home Downsizing Solutions to make the sale of your house and transition to a new, smaller home or apartment, please let us know. That is the goal with this Home Downsizing show. So with that, this will be a fairly short episode. And most of my episodes, if I'm not interviewing someone, will probably be fairly short, 10 to 15 minutes. But I want to provide you great information and resources that you will find value in, and look forward to your feedback. And so if there's ways to make the show better, I'd love to hear them. So thank you for joining me on this first episode, and look forward to many more in the future. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Home Downsizing Show. For additional information and resources on home downsizing, just go to homedownsizingblueprint.com. That's homedownsizingblueprint.com. Or if you're ready to sell your house and downsize, just go to homedownsizingsolutions.com. That's homedownsizingsolutions.com. And if you have ideas to improve our show, or topics that you'd like us to cover, or have any questions that we can answer, just call our office toll free 855-291-5005. That's 855-291-5005. Thank you.